Let's talk Women Talk.
Vivian Hina left her life in the Philippines to work as a domestic helper in Singapore to support her family. Rallying her fellow Filipinas together, she founded Ladies in the Power of Service, or LIPS, where they spend their one day off brightening the lives of residents staying in the Institute of Mental Health. I speak to her about her life and her inspiration behind LIPS.
Let's start talking about LIPS first. Sunday is your off day, right? And you spend time here at the Institute of Mental Health, right? And you started this, this program for the patients, for the residents rather, 4 years ago. So, but how did LIPS come about? Like, what made you want to start LIPS?
I look up to the people that give, their free time, because volunteering, they don't accept payment, they don't have the salary. You're just giving your heart on it. You're giving your free time without expecting anything. For me, it's a very huge. It's very admirable for a person doing like that. So when I came here in Singapore and I had the opportunity to do that, I grabbed the opportunity. It's my chance.
So when you first started, there were only 6 of you, right?
Yes.
And then, do you remember the first time that you met the residents here?
There was some occasion in the hall. So they were just singing also, then just being happy. Then maybe I told myself and my friends that they were so happy and we are also happy people. Maybe we can go along.
Tell us a little bit though about some of the activities that you do with the residents here.
Yeah, aside from the arts, crafts, singing, last year we went to Labrador Park. Yeah, we brought some patients there during anniversary also. Then another anniversary singing and dancing also.
But they enjoy themselves so much. I mean, like even the short time that I managed to be there, witnessing your work, and it's just so fun. And you can just feel that there's so much joy and just amazing spirit in that room. You have so many more members now. That's like 46 members?
46.
Active members, right?
Active members.
But how did 6 go from 6 to 46?
It's just through word of mouth. They heard that we're volunteering in IMH. They're seeing our pictures in the Facebook that we're so happy. Then the other people also, I want to join you. You look so happy.
You have a full-time job from Monday to Saturday, and then you've organized like 46 active volunteers. How do you manage everything?
Actually, every group, they have their group leaders. So sometimes I cannot come here. I trusted my group leaders to do the part. You just set the rules and regulations, and trust them that they will follow.
How has it been over the 4 years of being with the residents here?
I learned not to be very serious about life, to take it easy. Whatever comes, the problems are always there. So just take it easy. Don't be so hard to yourself.
What are some of the memorable moments that you've had with LIPS?
There is one patient that I never see for quite some time, and she still know me. She still remembers me, and she hugged me. She like, oh, I miss you, something like that. It's just very touching. It's a very simple life with us, but that's very happy already. That once in a while, once in a week, we get together and just be happy.
Your employer must be very supportive of you doing this, right?
Yes, they are. They are very supportive. Since I asked them from the very start that I want to be a volunteer, then they said, why not if you can, if you really want to do it.
So you've been here 8 years now.
Yeah.
And then you're looking back, like, how has your journey in Singapore been?
My journey is, honestly, I wasn't planning to come here. Because maybe I can say that it's my destiny to come here. Because I was so scared, It's my first time to go to another country. My plan was just to work and be a good provider to my family. But having this group that I never expected is another blessing for me.
How does your family feel? I mean, about what you're doing on a Sunday?
And they're very supportive also. Like this T-shirt and this ID, I asked them to print it in the Philippines.
Really? I like it.
They help me to find the a shop that the print is.
I'm sure it's tough to be away from your family like that for so long.
Yeah, at first it was hard and difficult also.
Because you have a kid.
I have a daughter, only one also. So I left her when she was only 9 years old. But it was our first time to be apart, and I thought I'm only staying here for 2 years only, but it's now I'm 8 years old already. So and now because she's much older now, then she understands why I have to stay here. So I just always telling her that just study well, and after she finished, then I can come back, then we can be together again. I just keep on calling and whatever, text message and every means of communication. So just ask her how she's doing, how is the school, how she feels. That kind of thing.
I'm sure she's like, very proud of what you're doing back home and like, kind of impacting so many people's lives.
I hope so. That's one reason I want to do this also, because you have to work something that make your family proud of you. That even far away, even in the other country, you can still make a difference.
What do you see for Lips in the future?
I'm seeing the Lips to be also in the Philippines.
That is fantastic!
I want to bring the Lips in the Philippines. Yeah, I'm hoping that even we're in the Philippines, somebody will continue this. I will pass the torch to someone, to continue and just stay here for continuing what we're doing.
So what do you want to tell Singaporeans or anyone watching this about Filipinos and the spirit of Filipinos?
Well, first, I want to say thank you to the Singaporeans. Singapore are very gracious to accept us to work here, to accommodate us. So we're very thankful to that. But I also want to say that don't generalize, because I'm sure there's a bad tomato and good tomatoes. Yeah, everywhere, right? So maybe through this group, you realize that there are Filipinos that are really can contribute to the society, can make a difference, can encourage other people to do something good and to give back to the society.
Now, you've mentioned also before that there is this stigma about overseas foreign workers, and there is also a huge motivation for you to want to tell people that that's not what it is.
I think one of the mission, I want to change the image of the Filipina. Maybe through this group, you realize that there are Filipinos that are really can contribute to the society, can make a difference, can encourage other people to do something good and to give back to the society.
What do you want to say to your employers?
I told them personally that I'm very thankful to them. But it's really, I was really grateful that they are my employers. Yeah, because they're very supportive of me since day one that I come here.
And what do you want to say to your family and your daughter back home?
Sana proud ka sa akin. I miss you. That's all. I just want to be a good mother. Sana proud ka.
I'm sure she's very proud of you.
Oh,
You're so wonderful. Isn't she wonderful? You're so wonderful. All of you are so wonderful. You're so wonderful. Your work is really very touching. It's like just being there with all of you today. I just so touched by your generosity, your spirit, and your work. And I can't even start to imagine how it must be to be so far away from home and not seeing like your children for so long. So really, I think from the bottom of our heart, I think as much as you thank Singaporeans, I think on behalf of Singaporeans, I also want to thank all of you for like being here and being a big part of, our family. So Vivian, I have to ask you, what is empowerment to you?
Empowerment for me is that when you be able to influence and inspire others, it's our responsibility to give back. It's like a life cycle that when you receive, you have to give back.
Thank you so much, Vivian. Just really inspiring and very humbling getting to know you and your friends. I mean, just having the opportunity to be with you this afternoon and this morning and just seeing there's so much joy in the room, and I think it's just so much love and sincerity that you bring to the residents here, and it's really admirable and just very, very moving and very touching.
Thank you.
Vivian's life and work is a testament of a mother's sacrifice, and she reminds us that we can contribute and make a difference no matter where we are. Her light shines bright on the many people whom she brings joy to in Singapore and definitely back home in the Philippines.